Hey everybody, it is officially spooky season, which means it is time for another custom Halloween doll. Okay, so you saw the thumbnail, and if you've been around for a while, you may remember my first Halloween custom doll video was of this doll right here, which is Sally the Ragdoll from Nightmare Before Christmas. That video to date is my most successful video. It is the video that I have the most views and the most engagement on, and where I got a lot of my followers from. Thank you. If this video, the Sally the Ragdoll, was the first video of mine that you saw, let me know down in the comments down below, because that'd be really cool to know who's been around that long. I am very proud of her. I do really like the way that she looks and the way that she turned out, but kind of like going back and like looking at the doll, there are things that I wish I would have done differently, or that I kind of want to change and stuff like that. So I don't know whether to call this a custom doll video, or really if it's just going to be a custom doll upgrade. Anyway, we are going to be giving Sally a little bit of a glow up. I know some of you are going to be in the comments like, no, don't do it! She looks great the way she is! And thank you. I appreciate it. The thing is, if you want to see this doll, there are pictures of her on my Instagram. The video still exists. It is on my channel. And of course, I'm showing her to you right now as is, so you can see her. So she is going to be immortalized in this form on my YouTube channel, as well as in pictures and stuff like that. So I'll be able to look back and remember her. The thing is, I don't want to make a brand new one. I really just want to upgrade this one. I want to give her a new face. This one I was going for a more movie accurate look, and I'm happy with how that turned out. That being said, this is not really my style. I want to give her a face in my current repaint style. So I figured I'd do that on camera and make this year's Halloween doll. I'm also going to be taking this doll to Disneyland and getting some pictures like at the Haunted Mansion and stuff like that. So if you want to see that, stick around in this video, because later on I'm bringing her with me to Disneyland. Obviously by the time you're seeing this, I would have already gone. But anyway, so the footage will be at the end of this video if you want to see that. Also, if you enjoy doll content, including customizing, makeovers, even just doll reviews, I do new videos every week. I usually try to do at least 2 a week anyway. But yeah, if you're interested in that kind of stuff, why not subscribe, hang around, join the Seahorse Army, and we have fun. I gotta come up with a better tagline. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn the camera down towards the table so that way we can get a better view of everything, and let's get started. All right, so here is Sally. I'm gonna go ahead and start stripping her down, get her ready for customizing and all that stuff. Okay, so I think the first thing that I want to do is I want to remove all of the paint. And to do that, I'm gonna start off with some pure acetone on the face. Okay, so I have a feeling if this was all factory paint, it would come off super easy, but this is a little resistant to these, so I'm just gonna switch over to the Q-tips. Okay, this face up that I did is very strong, I guess, because it's giving me a lot of trouble. I ended up having to try and scrape some of it off with a dotting tool. So I don't know. I'm gonna get the rest of this paint off on this side real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, I was finally able to get all of the face paint off. So now we have a blank canvas. Now I'm gonna work on this paint. I just realized how much of a color difference there is between the vinyl of the head and the body. That's really weird. I don't know if it was like that before or if it just over time changed color. I don't know. All right, so to make this process easier for around the neck, I'm gonna take the head off for right now. So to do that, I'm just gonna use my hair dryer to heat up the vinyl until it's a lot squishier and easier to remove. So the next thing I want to do real quick is remove her neck bolts. So for that, I'm going to use an X-Acto knife, and I'm going to be very, very careful. And while I've got my X-Acto knife ready, I'm actually just gonna kind of shave off some of the little seams that they have here. So Monster High bodies are made from different types of plastic. You can actually use acetone on the forearms because they are made from a softer kind of rubbery material, but you don't want to leave the acetone on too long because it will melt. Also, you don't really want to use acetone on this harder plastic because it will melt through the plastic. You can use acetone, but you have to be very, very careful. And I have melted doll legs before with it, and that's how I know. The way I like to remove the paint off of the forearms is I make one pass around with a Q-tip just to kind of like scuff up the paint a little bit, and then I make a second pass with a clean Q-tip to clean up everything. Now you want to be really careful and don't get any acetone on the little pegs or the joints for the pegs because they are the harder plastic that will melt from the acetone. So you can mess up the arm joints or even like melt them and it'll like solidify, so you won't be able to bend the arms anymore. Now that I'm done removing the paint, I'm just going to rinse these off in some water real quick. All right, so to remove the rest of this paint on the harder plastic, I'm just gonna use one of these little nail buffers. I've never done this before, but I've seen other people do it, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it a try. Okay. That seemed to work pretty good. I'm just gonna go ahead and get the rest of these and I will be right back. Since this is a lot of firsts for me this time, I'm gonna just do what I've seen other people do. So I'm gonna take some isopropyl alcohol with some of these wipes and I'm gonna get rid of all the dust and any oils from my hands. Actually, I don't think I need to use the acetone. After the isopropyl alcohol, this actually feels really nice, so I'm actually happy with this. Okay, so after I removed all the paint, I did rinse everything off with water just to make sure there was no acetone or dust on anything. So I really need to let everything dry before I start moving on to like Mr. Super Clear and stuff like that. So I'm gonna work on the hair next. So starting with her hair, I like her hair, but there is just too much of it. It is very, very thick and it gets really puffy and I always have to like flatten it to get it to look the way I want. Because in the movie, her hair was actually really flat. So I am actually gonna thin it out and take some of the hair away. Now, in the original video, I did talk about trying to not make the hair super thick, so I didn't fill every hole from the original factory hair rooting, but you can also notice that each plug that I did has 2 strings because basically, you know, you have the length of string and it folds in half when you plug it. So basically, just to kind of show you what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be taking each plug that has 2 strands, separate the strands. One I'm gonna leave alone, and the other one I'm going to snip. And then if I don't get it like as short as I want it, and there's still a little like stub of the hair right there, then I'm just gonna take my little dotting tool and kind of like push that in so that way it looks a little bit nicer. Almost like it was meant to only be 1 strand from the beginning. Now, I am going to do this for the entire head except for the hairline. I'm okay with the hairline being a little thicker and then maybe a little bit in the front, but the rest of it, pretty much, I'm going to be doing this for. So this is gonna be a lengthy process. I may not do it in the back as well because I kind of spaced out the rooting back here, so this is actually okay, but everything else. All right, so I am officially halfway done with removing the hair. I've taken out this much. Like I said, I'm not touching the part line. I'm only doing the hairline and the inside and everything. As you can see, this side just lays a lot nicer, and this side still has a whole lot of bulk. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the second half of the head, and I will be right back. All right, I am officially done with thinning out the hair. This is the amount of hair that I've taken off of this doll, and I think it looks so much better. I can't wait to see what she looks like when she's back on her body. All right, so next thing I want to do is prep the doll for a face up and body blushing. I don't want to mess up the hair, so I wrapped it in this extra piece of like cotton fabric. I literally just cut this off of a t-shirt and then, you know, pinned it around her hairline. Anyway, I'm going to take these outside so it's a nice well-ventilated area and give them 2 coats of Mr. Super Clear. All right, so I've got 2 layers of Mr. Super Clear. I'm going to go ahead and get started on the face up. To get the chalk pastels ready, I scrape a little bit of them into a paint dish just so that way they're already powdery, ready for me to use with the brush. I thought this process was very satisfying to watch, and I thought you might enjoy it as well. Okay, I didn't like where her eyebrows were going. She was starting to look a little sad, so I erased them. I'm gonna redo them. Let's try it again. So this is a first for me. I'm gonna blush the body this time. I've never actually done a body blushing before, but I've watched a few tutorials, so hopefully this should turn out pretty good. Alright, so this is my first time body blushing, and I'm actually pretty happy with how it's turning out. So I'm happy where my progress is, so I'm going to go ahead and use another 2 layers of Mr. Super Clear. After looking at the face up for a while, I realized I really didn't like it, so I decided to redo it off camera, except using blue instead of green, and this time I decided not to give her eyebrows. Okay, I'm really happy with this progress. I'm going to go ahead and seal it with some Mr. Super Clear, and I will be right back. I'm going to draw all of Sally's scars using a blue watercolor pencil. Including all the dots where the stitches are going to go in. Afterwards, I'm going to go with one of these small Q-tips and buff out the lines with some chalk pastels. Alright, so it's time for another layer of Mr. Super Clear to seal in my work. Okay, so I think I've gotten as far as I can get with chalk pastels and pencils, so now I'm going to switch over to paints and just clean up all of the details. Now I've been trying to make her eyes look gray, but they still look blue from the outline that I did earlier, so I'm just going to add a little bit more gray pencil. Alright, I'm really happy with where the face is at, so I'm going to do another layer of Mr. Super Clear, and then I'll come back to gloss the eyes and lips. So in the reference pictures that I saw, Sally had nail polish that matched her lipstick. So since I have this red paint mixed up, I'm gonna go ahead and take that opportunity and do her nails. I am in absolute love with how her face turned out. I'm so excited. So now I'm actually going to take her into the other room, use the hairdryer to heat up the head, and carefully reattach the head to the body. And there we go. Now that she is stitched back together, it's the fun part. We get to take the hair burrito out and reassemble everything. Alright, so I've got her dress, which I'm actually really happy with, and I decided not to change because I just really like the way it turned out. I also have her shoes, but I realized in the movie she has striped socks, so I stole these from a Cuckoo Harajuku doll that I have, so I'm going to add these to her outfit to make it just a little bit more movie accurate. I'm going to go ahead and assemble her, and then let's go to Disneyland to see the final results. Hey guys, as you can see, I am currently at Disneyland, and behind me is the Haunted Mansion, which is currently done up for The Nightmare Before Christmas. So I figured that this would be the perfect scene for me to show you the reveal of the finished doll. So here she is. I am incredibly happy with how she turned out. I said it at the beginning, I know that some people are going to be sad that I redid her face, because I know some of you really liked the original face. But like I said, she is immortalized in pictures, and the original video is up on my channel. So like, once again, I'll link that down below, or probably at the end of this video on the suggested videos. You can see the original video if you want to go watch that one, which I encourage you to do, because there's some of the stuff that I didn't do in this video. I did that, like the dress, but if you want to see the whole thing, go check that original video out. I'm glad that I went through the process of thinning the hair, because it was just too thick. It was too thick before, and I think that it looks a lot better now, the amount of hair that she has, and I like the length. It's longer than Sally's hair is technically, but I don't know, I really like this. Also, I think that these little striped socks, it's falling down, hold on, I gotta fix it. There we go, that's a little better. But anyway, these striped socks I think are the perfect addition to really finish up the dress, or finish up the whole outfit and make it look movie accurate-ish. But anyway, my favorite part is definitely her face. I love the new face up. I'm so happy with the way that it turned out. I'm also really happy that I decided to redo it, because I was starting to get to that point in a project where you start hating everything about it. So, you know, it's a good thing that I decided to take the time to redo the face, because those eyebrows she doesn't have eyebrows. It looks better without, and I really like the way that like the shading happened on the face. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments what you think, and if you like the original version of Sally better, or if you like this new updated version better. I'm curious to know your thoughts. I gotta get going because I'm at Disneyland. I gotta go on some rides. I think I'm gonna go on the Haunted Mansion, so I might show you a couple clips of that here in a second. But anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I hope I see you next time. Bye!
It is right now. I don't know if it always is. Or if it's just decorated for Halloween.
fortune was changed. All was soon covered, adorned, and deranged. And what to the wondering eyes disappears is Jack's little friend Zero, the ghost dog reindeer.
11 candles floating, a scent of mystery in the air. 10 telling tea leaves that swirl with secrets yet to share. On the 9th day of Christmas, my ghoul love
With some trees and some dreams.
I have a special present just for you. Happy holidays, everyone! I can't wait to see they're all working for. All this work is making this lovely. And suspicious. I got you. For you. Hope you like my movie.
Hurry back. Be sure to bring your Santa Claus sack. I will be waiting to open my Christmas present. Hurry back. Hurry back.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Santa Claus, for bringing wish.
Santa Claus around? Well, if you do, tell him that Mr. Ugly is looking for him. Move it! I got a lot more folks to skin, and so little time to spend.
If you like this video, you can let me know by hitting thumbs up. You can check out some of my other videos by clicking one of the links on the screen. I post new videos every week, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified every time I upload. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.